come in. Come in the y'all. I found it. 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 Shamea is a liar. Oh, I can't wait till y'all get in this room. Y'all hurry up. I ain't gonna be on here long. We just gonna be here long enough for me to just say this part. And then I'm gonna watch the rest of the show and then I'm going to bed. And we'll have to do Heart and Hustle Houston tomorrow. Oh, child. I knew it. I said that I was going to get to the bottom of this. I was like, because all you gotta do is go back and watch it. You gotta go back and watch it, and you gotta go back and listen. Okay? And I know some of y'all in here, go ahead and like this video. Everything I say is from what I've heard Shamea say on TV today. So if it's a lie, Shamea told it. Okay? That is my personal opinion. And I hope y'all doing good tonight at 10:20, whatever your time zone is. How's everybody doing? Come on in the room, honey. Like the video as you get in here, because I have cracked the code. At least I feel like I have cracked the code. We gonna crack it together. We are going to crack it together. I'm gonna turn this TV up so y'all can hear for yourself. Honey, Shamea just admitted that Portia showed her the list when she wanted her to be a housewife and have a peach. She just admitted it. It's in season 16. This is episode 10 or 11. It's the episode where the ladies had the pampered, but they were doing the pampered sheets with Portia, and they had the little lingerie, and then they had the sound bath. And Shamea's over here laying down, talking about she didn't feel like laying down because she didn't feel comfortable and she didn't feel safe and all those things, right? Let's get into it. I see it's 21 of y'all in here. Let's go, because I ain't going to be here long. Hold on. Lord, Kelly done, child Kelly done send me a message. Hold on. I'm going to have to see what she's talking about in a minute. Hold on, y'all. Here we go. So, Angela says she wants to speak to Portia first. Okay? So she accepted Portia's apology, and she said that, they're not going to get along so much. Because Shamea is upset that Portia can't accept Angela's apology. No, Angela can accept Portia's apology, but Angela is still hot with her. Right? Hold on. I don't know if y'all can, I can't see none of y'all chat. So I'm just talking, okay? But we gonna get down to business in this tonight. So just listen. Other feedback. I am glad that we both are hopefully moving forward in future friendship because I think it's possible. Yeah. So Portia saying that her and Angela can move toward a better friendship. She does believe that it's possible. Okay. So now Kelly is about to talk to Portia and Shamea because she says she values their relationship. I don't know why I can't see y'all comments, but I hope y'all in here. I admire Shamea and Portia both, and I admire your friendship. And I want Portia and Shamea to really truly have that conversation of how you both feel about each other. Okay, here we go. Everyone feels like Shamea is not able to really truly shine in who she is. There we go. Because you don't allow her to be her best self. So Kelly said that Shamea feels like Portia does not allow Shamea to really shine because Portia doesn't want Shamea to be her best self. I receive what you're saying, and I hate that she feels like that. So then Portia said, I receive what you're saying, right? Hey, healthcare workers. And then Shamea interrupts and says, who said I said that? I haven't talked yet, so I don't know who said that. Angela and I spoke. So then Shamea's like, I haven't talked yet, so I don't know who said that. I didn't say that. So then Portia's talking about the conversation that she and Angela had. Yesterday about Shamea, that she's the best friend, and I'm a bad friend. How does hearing it make you feel? It makes me feel like a piece of shit. So Portia is saying that the conversation she had with Angela out at the tennis court, where it seems like Shamea's the good friend and Portia's the bad friend, makes her feel like SHIT. It makes her feel really bad. It's gotten to me. I've never been the one to talk about my quote-unquote friends. Okay, Shamea is lying. She said, I have never been the one to talk about my quote unquote friends. Shamea talked about Portia every chance she got in season 16. She talked to Drew and Angela about Portia, how she was hurt. Portia didn't come to her wedding. She talked to them when Portia was wrong for pretending like she thought she heard Drew when she knew it was Shamea on that thing. But she was like, oh my God, it hurt my feelings because, that's my friend, but I put it to the side because she's going through something. Okay, let's keep going.
Yeah, behind their back. So anything that was brought back to her that allegedly brought her tears yesterday, it has not been communicated to me.
So now Shamea said anything that was brought back to Portia that brought her to tears when Portia was talking with Angela is alleged. It has not been communicated with her. But Angela told Portia everything that Shamea told her and Drew. Verbatim. Okay.
You brought up that I didn't come to her wedding, and then every time Shamea brings you something, she puts, a sauce on it.
Sauce on it.
She also went on to say, I didn't want you on the show. Yes, I asked you about that, and you showed me your receipts of how you did not say that you only want me to be a friend on this show. How you want to be a housewife.
She said, did y'all hear that? Let me run it back. Listen, I'm turning it up.
She also went on to say, I didn't want you on the show. Yes, I asked you about that, and you showed me your receipts of how you did not say that you only want me to be a friend on this show. How you want to be a housewife. Anything that...
She said, yes, you showed me your receipts where you said you did not only want me to be a friend on the show, but you, Portia, wanted me to be a housewife. Shamea just said that. She just said it. Y'all. Shamea tried to set it up and it fell flat. It fell so flat. Y'all, Shamea just said it in her purple lingerie sitting on the mattress at the sound bath. I gotta run it back. I got to.
Like, she also went on to say, I didn't want you on the show. Yes, I asked you about that, and you showed me your receipts of how you did not say that you only want me to be a friend on this show. How you want to be a housewife.
She said it. Now I'm about to make another video because she said it. Shamea said, yes, you showed me your receipts, how you didn't want me just to be a friend of the show, but you wanted me to be a housewife. But then you go and tell the people that Portia didn't want you to be a housewife. And Portia said to Angela that I showed Shamea the list of housewives and she was on it. But I said, how are you going to do that? Because jail doesn't want to film. Child, that's why you gotta watch this stuff back, and that's why you gotta watch it back to back, because when you watch it season to season and week to week, you miss all of this stuff. Child, Shamea is a liar. She did. Shamea just said out of her mouth that you showed me your receipts that you didn't want me to be a friend of, but you wanted me to be a housewife. She just said that. I'm running it back just to make sure. I want to make sure I got it right.
Like, she also went on to say, I didn't want you on the show. Yes, I asked you about that, and you showed me your receipts of how you did not say that you only wanted me to be a friend on this show. How you want to be a housewife. Anything that these girls can tell you that I said about you, I've said it.
She said it so fast, but she said it. So Portia never said that she didn't want her to be a housewife. Portia never said that. So now I'm gonna have to make another video because I done chose to go live with y'all and talk about it. What in the whole world is going on right now? So Shamea sauces up everything. Just the way she sauced up what Drew said about Pilar and her education. Drew didn't say, oh, with all the money I'm going to be able to put Pilar through college. She never said it like that. We watched her say it in the studio. And Shamea was like, no, I think Polaris College is taken care of. She was like, well, maybe to buy some snacks or something. She wasn't saying it to the point like what I'm doing is going to put Portia's daughter through college. She was saying that working with Dennis, this is going to help him to solidify his daughter's future. Like I'm trying to solidify my kid's future. You're welcome, Robin. Hey, Belicious. Hey, Shar. Hey, everybody. Hey, healthcare workers. So now, this is not to say Portia does not lie, and this is not to say Portia does not do some messed up stuff because she does. But what I am going to say is Portia did not lie about that. And Portia did not say that she did not want this girl to be a housewife. Who lost custody? We're not talking about Drew. We're talking about Portia and Shamea. This is insane. This because I kept saying I was like I gotta watch this because y'all I've been watching since season 9. I started at season 9, right? I started in season 9 because I wanted to go back. Because here's the thing, I kept saying, how could Shamea not know how this thing works? Shamea was on the couch at the reunion of season 9 when Phaedra and Candy was going back at it. She was sitting in the room when Kenya was pregnant and Nene and Marlo was like grimacing at Kenya. Like, how could you be on this show and not learn the game? And then, hey, honey, and then Shamea has come on here as a full peach holding housewife in season 16. And you still holding on to whatever that season was. You got married to Gerald and you didn't, and Portia didn't go to your wedding. You done brought it over here in season 16 because you still talking about it. And Shamea is not a good friend. Who wants a friend? And just forget about Shamea. Let's just forget about the character that is Shamea. Let's just talk about what it is. Who wants a friend who holds on to something like that? You get into it with your girl. Y'all make up. Y'all talk it out. You know y'all been friends for a long time. You talk it out. You know it may be a little remnant, but you know you check in on them. You know what I'm saying? And then you think it's over. And 7 years later, you come back and hit me with the same thing. I'm out. I'm out. You ain't never got to talk to me no more. Because what you not going to do is hold nothing over my head and bring it out to me when you feel like you got an audience. Because then we going to have to tussle. You understand what I'm saying? That is crazy. Shamea is a grudge holder. And she's held this wedding grudge for so long. Then she's gone with it. So Portia told Angela that she told Shamea, like, I showed Shamea my list. She was on the list. Elise, Elise, I don't even know what season, what episode I'm on. Season 16, I'm gonna say episode 10 or 11. When you get to this part, when they sit down in this Pampered by Portia in this lingerie on these mattresses, I want you to really listen when they get to that part. Shamea just sat up here and said, you showed me your receipts where you said you did not want me to be a friend of, but you wanted me to be a housewife. Let me run it back. Let's run it back.
Like, she also went on to say, I didn't want you on the show. Yes, I asked you about that, and you showed me your receipts of how you did not say that you only wanted me to be a friend on this show, how you wanted me a housewife. And
you showed me your receipts how you said you did not only want me to be a friend on this show, you wanted me to be a housewife. That's what Shamea said. That's what Shamea said. Portia never. So Portia is vindicated in this particular part. And then so what Shamea ran with was the part that Portia said to Angela. Right? She told Angela, she said, you're on that list, but how are you going to do this when Gerald doesn't want to film. And she said, I explained it to her how it goes. So, like, if you want to be an AKA, right? If you want to pledge AKA, and you come to me and say, Millie, I really want to pledge AKA, and I say, well, you're gonna have to get your money up, right? You're gonna get your money up. You're gonna have to have time to give. You're gonna have to go to these activities. You're gonna have to go to these meetings. If you want to move up in the sorority, there's things you got to do. That's like if you go and tell somebody, well, I asked Millie Chun about becoming an AKA, and she told me I ain't got enough money to do it. I didn't say you ain't have enough money. I said you gotta have the money. You see what I'm saying? That's the same thing. That's what she did. And y'all, I'm telling y'all, I promise y'all, I have been trying to give y'all good content, but I have been watching The Real Housewives of Atlanta since season 9. I went back to season 9 because I wanted to see the Phaedra and Candy fall out. And then I was like, Shamea was on the couch for this. Then I watched the Bolo situation. Shamea was on the couch for that. Then I watched another one, and Shamea was on that. That's what I'm saying. You know what I'm saying? If you come to me and ask me about doing this, and you know, if I said, okay, girl, I can get you up here, I can do this where you can, and I'll put your name in and all this, but you're gonna have to have at least $2,700. And then you go back and say, Millie Chun didn't want me to be no AKA because she didn't feel like I have enough money. I didn't say that. I said you got to have it. If you ain't got it, ain't no need of you coming over here fooling with us. This is a luxury, baby, not a privilege. You understand what I'm saying? You got to pay to play over here. We don't play about that. So ain't no need of you. I'm going to tell you the truth. Now, we may not do another live for 2 years. You got 2 years to get your weight up. And come with it. And I'm going to be right here for you. I might even pin you, Sarah. But the thing is, I didn't say that. So you saw, wait a minute, hold on, what she say? So you saw Shamea and Portia getting into an argument in Portia's car, and Portia said she was bringing discussions they had off camera to the camera. That was on season 9. I don't know that part, Belicious. Girl, I don't know. Girl, that's why I've been doing little bit, and little bit today, because I wanted to be sure that I communicated it right. You know what I'm saying? Girl, look, WQ4VN, Shamea and Portia had so much fun. When child, when they was over there at Shamea's house, and Drew and Portia are into it, right? So Drew comes over to the house. She just left court with Ralph. And when Shamea was getting ready to toast with some Michael Jordan tequila, I believe, and then Drew said, you know, Michael Jordan is my cousin. And when Shamea looked over at Portia and said, girl, you might have to squash this beef. And then they did a high five. So much fun. Shamea and Portia had so much fun. When they were at the Balmain event, right? And Shamea was saying, she was talking about Angela and her nose. Like she like LaToya Jackson. And Portia said, hee hee. I fell out. So much fun. But Shamea wants to be in a different zone. Hey, Cece. She want to be in a different zone that she don't even know how to play her own zone. We've all said Shamea has the bones to be a great housewife, according to what people think, right? According to what people think. Y'all, we need 100 more likes. Please go ahead and hit the like button. I really appreciate that, because I'm really breaking this down for y'all tonight. Shamea could really be a great housewife. And as I've watched it, let me tell you something. I love Kelly. I don't say nothing bad to me about no Kelly Potter. I love me some Kelly. I love me some Kelly, child. Kelly is a whole vibe. The way Kelly don't have no problem with nobody. Kelly don't have no problem with Drew. She don't really have no problem with Portia. She don't have no problem with Cynthia. She don't have no problem with Angela. The fact that she's linked to Shamea, okay, that's her friend, right? But she sees Shamea for who she is. That's why she can talk to Portia. You know what I'm saying? She can do that. Child, I don't know if they grandmama's friends now. I don't know that. Where's my phone? I'm trying to find my other phone. I'm not going crazy. Y'all, I got here. I'm picking up all kind of stuff on the bed. Hold on, child. Where is the doggone phone? Oh, here it go, right here. Hold on. Hold on one second, y'all. I want to tell y'all. Wait.
Wait, the way that you just did this first voice note, and I'm saying, girl, what? We both gotta stop. You are my IG homegirl, and I love it. Keep the good energy. I literally just did Carlos King, and I was just telling him how much I appreciate people like yourself and others who really take dissect the show and truly give the fans our true thoughts, and I really do appreciate and acknowledge that. So thank you, boo. You know you my fun size Millie Chun. Get me started about Drew and Balmain. I love y'all. Please don't get me started about Drew and Balmain. That girl really did not buy anything from my event, and the fact that she tried to wear Balmain throughout the season because she knew she didn't buy anything, and the Balmain that she bought definitely didn't come from the store, but that is neither here nor there. I'm sure she bought it from Nordstrom's and took it back, child, because that's what they do. But I'm gonna just leave it at that. But yeah, the girlies weren't wearing Balmain. The people in the store that I shop with never even seen these ladies before, except Shamea. But that's a whole nother story, child.
Girl, listen, I said that. I said, what about that baby though? Y'all. But let me tell y'all what Kelly said, because you know we was on live with Kelly and we was giving her some ideas about what she needs to do for the show. And P.S. It sounds like she's gonna be interviewed by Carlos on Tuesday. Cause did y'all hear what she said? I just finished talking to Carlos King. So y'all don't tell nobody that. That's just between us. So you ain't hear from over here. But Kelly said, not sure why I'm just seeing this. This was so sweet and thoughtful. Definitely loving some of these ideas. Thank you, boo. So all the ideas that we came up with Kelly, because I was on live on TikTok last night, and we had come up with some more ideas from Kelly. No, I don't think she wearing it now. I love Kelly. I love Kelly because Kelly is a neutral party. Yeah, I'm telling you, if you go back and watch season 16, for real, if you go back and watch season 16, Kelly don't have no beef with nobody. She only had beef with Britt at the very end. Girl, yeah, we was on TikTok. Like, we went on there. We was on there about an hour last night. It wasn't very long. But we had come up with some more stuff. We came up with Kelly doing Apollo live at night. Apollo ain't doing nothing over there. Let Apollo come to Kelly's place. Kelly opened her business up from 6 to 10. Have an Apollo live night where you got people up there doing singing. They could be doing karaoke and Apollo judges. Then you have finish that line. You could have a night where people come in. Go get some actors at these colleges who are like, you know, in acting school and trying to be actors and act out some of the scenes from the Real Housewives of Atlanta. We had all kind of ideas last night. She she was she was deriding Shamea, but she saw Shamea because she couldn't believe in this particular scene that I'm talking about where Shamea admitted that Portia wanted her to be a housewife. For those of you who just coming in, I'm gonna run it back real quick. But in this particular season, she was like, I can't believe Shamea would talk. I can't believe that Shamea would talk behind her bestie's back. She said that about Britt when Britt went off on Kenya because she was close to Britt. She told Kenya, she said, I've never seen Britt act like that before. I can't believe Britt actually did that. Then she said that about Shamea. I can't believe Shamea would be talking behind her friend's back. Then she said that about Kenya. She was like, I just talked to Kenya. I can't believe Kenya would show those things about Britt. No, not on the show. Not no, CC. We were coming up with ideas what Kelly could do with her restaurant. Because Kelly restaurant, I think, closes in the middle of the day. I was like, Kelly needs to go back and open that bad boy up at night. Okay? She need to have some housewives come in. She needs to have Shamari. You know, Shamari come in and she can sing. Shamari and Eva, maybe they can come in and talk about their time. Maybe get the OGs to come in one night, do a housewife night. There's so many things that she could do with her establishment because she needs the money. We came up with a whole bunch of stuff. Okay. Kelly went. Let me tell you something. Kelly went straight for Portia, just like Britt went straight for Kenya. I feel like they were trying to solidify themselves as housewives, and they went for the big dogs. Kelly claims that the reason she went for Portia is because Portia was on her Amazon Live talking about, I don't know about that girl Kel. I don't know about Kel. We got to see about her. So Kelly said that set her off, and that's why she came for Portia like that, right? But she and Portia talked after that, and after they talked, it was okay. Because she don't have no reason not to like Portia. And Portia really don't have no reason not to like Kelly. To be honest, it was part of the plan with Shamea. Just let me say this. Always priceless $55.98. I'm sorry. Always underscore priceless $55.98. When Shamea was talking at their reunion about forming an alliance, if she wanted Portia to be in that alliance, she would have had Portia to be at that meeting with her, Britt, and Kelly. Kelly had the question at that meeting with Britt and Shamea. If Shamea had invited Portia to come to that meeting, maybe Britt could have asked her, why you take that woman man with those three, with them four, and not at the whole doggone party. But Shamea didn't invite Portia. She invited the girls who were new on the show along with her to make an alliance. Now, when Kelly did mention about Portia taking somebody's husband, Shamea's like, oh, you don't know that. Now, Shamea did speak up for Portia, but at the same time, you didn't call her for this alliance that you said you had her in when you were at the reunion. Because I would think if you wanted me to be in an alliance, you would call me and ask me to come to the meeting. Yes, 100%. 100%. Y'all, it's in season 16. It's all here. We're going to run it back one more time for the people just getting in the room. Here we go. Like, listen.
She also went on to say, I didn't want you on the show. Yes, I asked you about that, and you showed me your receipts of how you did not say that you only wanted me to be a friend on this show, how you wanted me to be a housewife. Anything that
how you wanted me to be a housewife. You showed me receipts where you said you didn't just want me to be a friend on the show, you wanted me to be a housewife. So Shamea already knew that. But like I said, because Portia said, well, let me explain to you how being a housewife goes, Gerald won't film and they gonna need your whole life. So now you done ran up here and you done told everybody, Portia said she didn't want you to be no housewife. When actuality, you've seen the receipt, Shamea. Child, I'm done. I am done. Baby, I have cracked the case, okay? Cracked the case wide open. And for those who can't understand, I'll give the analogy again. It's the same thing. If you come to me and you want to be an AKA and you say, Millie Chan, how do I do this? Well, it's going to cost about this much. You're going to have to put this much time in and you're going to have to do this, then the third. And if you ain't got it, then you going to go around here and say, Millie Chan said, I can't be no AKA because I ain't got no money. That's not what I said. I said, if you ain't got the money right now, you can't be one. But because you going to have to pay some money. So she just put her sauce on it. Oh, just a liar. Just a liar. And it ain't what Millie Chan said. It's not allegedly. If it's a lie, Shamea told it because she got it on 4K over here on demand. Wake it up. Wake it all the way up. I got the message Chase. I have got the message Chase because me and Chase been going back and forth today, and I got to let him know. Shamea said it. Chase, Shamea actually admitted that Portia showed her the list where she didn't want her to be just a friend of, but she wanted her to be a housewife. Go back and watch it. Cause we've been going at a time back to back to back. Cause what I'm cause one thing I'm gonna be is right. And then the next thing I'm gonna bring the receipts where I'm right. Cause I would never have gone live talking to y'all about this and I couldn't prove that. Cause it's on you can go watch it on demand. Season 16, episode 10. If it's not on episode 10, it's on episode 11. Yes, she did admit that. I just played it. Did you not hear it? Let me run it back. Because I knew somebody was going to come here with that. I knew somebody was going to come here with that because they don't want to believe that Shamea is a liar. But in this instance, let's run it back. Let's go. Can you hear it?
She also went on to say, I didn't want you on the show. Yes, I asked you about that. And you showed me your receipts of how you did not say that you only wanted me to be a friend on this show, how you want to be a housewife. Anything that
there you go. Yes, I said that, and you showed me your receipts where you said you didn't just want me to be a friend on the show, you wanted me to be a housewife. It's right here on TV. So your Shamea is a liar. She absolutely admitted it. Okay? So you can say she lied about you can say Portia lied about something else, but Portia not lying about this. And here's the problem. This is the problem with people like this. You don't like Portia so much that you can't see when something is the truth. Portia, I like Portia. Portia is wrong 85% of the time. 80, the way she's treated Shamea is wrong. The way she's treated Lauren is wrong. I enjoy Portia on my TV. But at this point, Portia not lying. She is not lying. And and the thing is this, you don't have to like her, but when it's the truth, just admit it's the truth. There's other reasons not to like her. I'm not taking your reasons away. It's just the fact that you have to be able to see the truth at some point. Nothing is wrong with it. Okay, I'll give you that 90% of the time. Let me say, people like what? You honestly think Portia ain't tell that girl she can't join? She did tell her. It's on the TV. She didn't tell her that. Shamea just said, you showed me your receipts where you said you didn't want me just to be a friend of, but you wanted me to be a housewife. Shamea said it. Portia didn't say it. Shamea did. But it's okay if you don't believe it. I heard it, so it don't make me no difference. You can't change my mind because I heard it with my own ears. It's just the fact that you can't allow Portia that part if you don't like her like that. But even though she may lie 90% of the time, maybe 10% she telling the truth. I see they can't do it. And here's the thing, they don't even know it. and honestly, I wasn't even looking for this. That I wasn't even looking for Shamea's admission that Portia said that she wanted her to be a housewife. I wasn't even looking for the admission. I was just watching it back because I was seeing all these different things. I was like, oh, this is crazy. I like Shamea did this, Portia did this, Britt did that, Kenya did this. I was like, I didn't realize that. Exactly. They all lie. They all lie. You know what I'm saying? But now she don't care about both of them because you can't give it to Portia because Portia tell the truth. Now you don't care about both of them, but now you about to argue me down that Portia was lying. You got to stop with that. You got to get that out of your heart, baby. You got to open your heart up. You got to be calm because we don't know none of these people. Okay? This is a TV show. But Shamea is lying in this particular part. That's okay. She lied, like I said about Kenya. She done lied before. She gonna lie again. It is what it is. I don't know what to tell you. I know two things can be true, but I know one thing definitely was true. Shamea said that Portia showed her the receipts when she wanted her to be the housewife. That I know is the truth. So you can go to sleep. You can go to sleep with that tonight, or you can go on and watch it on demand and hear for yourself. Yeah. And even when Portia asked Andy, Andy, did I not want this? And when Andy confirmed it, people was like, oh, Andy a lie for Portia. I don't think Andy would just lie like that because he has called people out on their stuff. I know he does favor Portia. I get it. I get that. But I don't even need that because Shamea said it. I don't even need Andy. Shamea said it. I don't care what Andy said. Shamea was supposed to be on the show a while ago. Kenya and Child, please don't say nothing about no Kenya Moore. You know I don't believe nothing Kenya says. It doesn't matter, honey. Shamea just said that Portia wanted her to be on the show. That's why I don't listen to nothing Kenya Moore says. Kenya is a known liar. What is wrong with you? Do you see her shop is closed? When I came on here and told y'all it ain't open, y'all, you probably one of them people that has so much to say to me. Millie Church, you need to be quiet. You don't know what you're talking about. And now it's closed. I don't believe nothing Kenya Moore say. So don't come over here with that with me. Because Shamea just admitted it on the show. So I don't care nothing about what Kenya said. I don't care nothing about that. Please understand that. I don't care nothing about that. Nothing. I don't care nothing what Candy said. Candy lied on me on the neighborhood talk. When I met with Candy at her thing, I asked her, why did you tell that lie on me like I didn't know what I was talking about? She had to apologize. Because she came on the neighborhood talk talking about this lady lying. The lady wasn't lying. Why would I come over here and lie to y'all when y'all can find out the truth? Oh my gosh. I don't believe Candy was taking up for Kenya. Did Candy go get her hair done at the Kenya Moore Hair Care Spa? No. Just like you did. It's okay not to like Portia without having to justify it. That's right. That's all I'm saying. I don't like I don't like Shamea the whole time, but Shamea's hilarious. I can say that. I have enjoyed watching Shamea and Portia's interaction on season 16. I have thoroughly enjoyed it. And they are really good friends. There is no hate for Shamea. It's the truth. Y'all love to call hate. When I tell the truth, you call it hate because you don't want to believe it because I'm telling you the truth. Y'all gotta stop that. Y'all gotta stop that. Kenya lied about everything. Kenya lied about Walter. She lied about Mark. She lied about Matt. She lied about the hair spa. She lied about her hair products. And you believe Kenya Moore? Child, please. She probably wasn't even married. Girl, I know they ruffle, baby. They ruffle. They don't want to believe the truth. And I done played. Let me run it back. Let me run the truth back real quick. I'm gonna run it back. Yeah, but then they want to say that they all lie.
I didn't want you on the show. Yes, I asked you about that, and you showed me your receipts of how you did not say that you only wanted me to be friend on this show, how you want to be a housewife.
There it is. You ran your receipts and you showed me how you didn't only want me to be a friend on the show, but you wanted me to be a housewife. Now, if anybody lying, it's Shamea. So you need to take it up with Shamea. Oh, you mean cut the volume up? Okay, hold on. Let's get into it. I'll run it back. We'll cut the volume up and listen to it again. Y'all ready? Let's go.
Like, she also went on to say, I didn't want you on the show. Yes, I asked you about that, and you showed me your receipts of how you did not say that you only wanted me to be a friend on this show, how you want to be a housewife. Anything that
There you
you
go.
can tell you that I said about you.
You just didn't want me to be a friend on the show, but you wanted me to be a housewife. Now you can go on and lay down knowing that Shamea done lied all this time. She done lied to y'all. She done lied to Carlos. It's okay. Her receipts were after Shamea was confirmed to be on the show. She showed Shamea the list of people she turned into Andy. She showed Shamea that. She showed Shamea that before Shamea was a housewife. Not after. I don't think Portia didn't want her to be on the show. Yeah, she caught her up in a lot. Yeah, Carlos caught her up in a lot of lies on that interview. We all saw her lying on that interview. Oh my God. Okay. Okay. You go on with that. That's fine. Because it's Portia's show. Portia is the face of the show. So I'm going to give you that. You're right. Oh, yeah. Okay. She said, Mia, tell her that clip was from seasons ago. The clip was from seasons ago. So I could be, Shamea could be wrong. Okay. Shamea could be wrong. She does. Shamea does too many interviews and she forgets what she says and she ends up running over her words. You know what I'm saying? It's crazy. I just came on here real quick because I was getting ready to make a video about Shamea saying that Portia wanted her to be on the show. But I said, no, I'm going to go live so we can talk about it. It's a lot. Ain't no. Can you stop caping for only Shamea? I'm not caping for Portia. I only said that Shamea admitted that Portia wanted her to be on the show. That's all I said. I'm not caping for Portia. I'm saying that Shamea is lying. It ain't even about Portia. Shamea, exactly. Shamea talks too much. You do remember when Shamea said that about herself, right? She said I talk too much. She said that last week. I'm not even talking about Portia. I'm talking about Shamea. Because Shamea has admitted that Portia said that she didn't want her just to be a friend of, but she wanted her to be a housewife. That's all I'm talking about. I ain't talking about nothing else. It ain't even. Portia sat here and said, you said that I didn't want you to be on the show. Shamea said, yes, you show me your receipts where you just didn't want me to be a friend of, but you wanted me to be a housewife. That's all I'm talking about. I don't care about nothing else. She said, I've seen it and I'm capping for Portia. I mean, it's okay. I'm with you. I'm with you, LaDonna. The reunion, I'm talking about skirt skirt. I am so honey, I am so ready. I'm so ready. I'm so ready. Oh, let me plug my other phone up. Hold on, y'all. This about to go out. She was saying it was like Portia just had the receipt after she got on the show. No, ma'am. Shamia admitted that seasons ago, way back then. She conveniently forgets. Exactly. But it doesn't matter. I don't even think it matters before or after. Shamia has been walking around here talking about Portia didn't want her to be on the show. It doesn't matter before or after. The fact that Shamia said, yes, you show me your receipts where you didn't want me just to be a friend of, but you wanted me to be a housewife. That's all I'm talking about. I just need to know that Shamia knows that Portia didn't do that. That's it. I wouldn't want Portia. Exactly. I'm with Portia on that. Because if you and me fall out, guess what? Ain't nobody going to hang with you. Because if you and me fall out, yours can't come over to my house. I don't want them over there. but that's supposed to be. Wait a minute. Let me tell you this. But this supposed to be Shamia friend, right? Portia's supposed to be Shamia friend, right? So Portia went through a divorce with Simon, but Shamia still talking to Simon. Okay. Are you okay? Talking about Portia don't want Shamia hanging with Pilar, but wants her to talk to Simon. No. No. If you're my friend, I don't know how you be friends with people, but if you're my friend and me and my dude break up, y'all broke up. You ain't talking to him or you ain't gonna be friends with me. Period. And I know that's the way it goes. You just trying to fix it for Shamia, but you can't because that is just the code, honey. That's it. Point blank. Period. You ain't about to fix that up with me. Period. No, I can't acknowledge that because Shamia just said that Portia said she wanted her to be a housewife. I can't acknowledge that because Shamia said it. So no, I can't acknowledge that. But what I said was that Portia said, "How you gonna be on the show when Gerald doesn't want to be on the show?" And Portia said, "I went on to explain to her what it's like being a housewife." So, like I said, if you came to me and you wanted to pledge AKA, and I said, "Well, Leia be knowing, Leia, it's gonna cost this amount of money and you're gonna have to put out this amount of time." So Leia be the one that'll go back and say, "Millie Chun said I can't be no AKA because I ain't got no money." Is that what you said? Is that what I said? Did I say you can't be one because you ain't got no money? I told you if you don't have no money right now, you can't be one. But if we do another line and you get your weight up, you very well can. I didn't tell you you couldn't do it. You just don't have the means to do it. That's all that Portia was saying. If you want to be a housewife, Shamea, you're going to have to show your full life. You're going to have to show your husband, your kids, and everything. And Shamea ran with it, put sauce on it, and said Portia didn't want her to be on the show. That's all that was. That's it. Point blank in the period. That's it. That's it. Does Gerald not like Portia? I don't know, child. I don't know nothing about Gerald. Gerald not on the show. We don't know nothing about Gerald. We know Gerald don't want to be on the show. And that's why Portia was trying to explain it to Shamea that if you want to be a peach, you're going to have to show your husband. And Gerald said, what did Shamea say Gerald said? Layla, I know you know what Gerald said. What Gerald say, Layla? Layla be knowing. Since you know everything, what Gerald say? Tell me what he said to Shamea about being on this show, because I know you know. I'll tell you. He said, "I'll try to be there." He said, "I'll try to be there." Do you just not think it's other sides? You just like a one-sided person, like you can't think outside the box? The receipts ain't gotta be receipts. Shamea said it. I don't have no receipts. If it's a lie, Shamea told it. Shamea just said on the TV, Portia, you showed me your receipts. You didn't just want me to be a friend of. You wanted me to be a housewife. Shamea said it. You can't get mad at me because Shamea said it. That's crazy. Oh, well, stay on the other side, baby. That's fine. Stay on the other side. It don't make me no difference. It's TV. I ain't getting paid from them no way, so it don't make me no difference. I'm just telling you that Shamea lied. And Shamea can leave. Shamea can actually leave this season. Now that I know she lied, she got to go. Shamea needs to be gone. Gone, 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 gone. Gone. I'm still waiting on her to tell me what Gerald said. What Shamea said Gerald said. He gonna try to do what? What he said he gonna try to do? Um, Drew can definitely go. I agree with you. And Angela, maybe Angela could stay. And look like Kay is getting it. Looks like Kay might be getting it. I don't know. We gotta see how this season finished before I say that. We gotta see that. I won't miss Shamea either. I like Angela, yeah. Yeah. Child, when Angela told Britt, you got them stretch marks around your mouth, you got miles on your mouth, that's it. Angela can stay. Angela can stay. She ain't got to go nowhere. She ain't got to go nowhere. She good. But you know what? If I was Angela, I would have a real talk with Charles. And I'll be like, if your face comes back on this show again, you're going to have to be a loving husband. You're going to have to stop not kissing me. You're going to have to stop acting like you don't want to be here because you don't have to be here. This is the Real Housewives, not the Real Housewives and I'm married to Charles Oakley. He'll have a lot of stuff he have to do. Yeah, thank you, Belicious. And Andy already said Angela ain't going nowhere. When Shamea with her line behind they got on Watch What Happens Live and say anybody that can leave Angela, he was like, ha ha ha, Angela won't be going nowhere. So you can cancel that one. And K Michelle ain't going nowhere either. Charles does add to her appeal, but I'm gonna need him to be a little bit more loving. Andy was so over Shamea. He was look. You could tell he was over Shamea because he was looking at Shamea the way he was looking at Robin Dixon Dixon. You remember that when he had that extended interview with Robin after Robin and went and got married on and didn't tell nobody. The way he was looking at Shamea is how he was looking at Robin. I was like, yep, he's sick of you too. Yep, I don't think they're going nowhere. I think Shamea gonna be back. Now I feel like if Shamea can be honest and stand 10 toes down and start cursing these girls out, I think Shamia will be all right. But when I was listening to Blue, and this gonna stick with me too, when Blue said that Shamia is a liar because people pleasers are liars, because the way Shamia, let me say this, the way Portia did Shamia at the bank, I'd have cursed Portia out so tough at the bank. She and I never would have been friends. If I hold my phone up for you to listen to my song, Heifer, why do you think this is Drew on my phone and Drew is sitting here across the table? Why would you think that's Drew? And then Shamia was like, and then Shamia rolled with Portia, right? Rolled with Portia. So then Shamia is like, well, I didn't feel good about it because she was talking so loud over the music you couldn't hear it. But Portia was really going through a bad time. Girl, F that. This is my music. You're my friend. You're supposed to support me. You's gonna sit here and tell me you don't know my voice? Why would I be playing Drew's song on my phone? Why would I do that? I would be so done with Portia. I'm gonna tell you, if I was Drew and Shamia, I would be done with Portia. I ain't even gonna lie. And I love Portia on TV. I love Portia on my TV. I think Portia is hilarious. She gives good television. She lies a lot and get caught up in it and don't want to talk about her lies. It's hilarious to me. But if I was Drew and Shamia, I wouldn't fool with Portia no more. The way Portia said that she can exist on this show and don't have to talk to him, I'll show her how to do it. I'll show Portia how to do it. She said Portia lost the lapdog in game 4. Drew, Angela, Phaedra, and Cynthia. And she still halfway can. Let me tell you something. Even after what she did over there in Scotland, if Portia went over to Shamia's house and said, let's talk, she'll have Shamia back as a lapdog. She'll have 5. She'll have them all back. Was this on Watch What Happens Live? I don't watch, but I want to see Andy's. Yeah, it was on Watch What Happens Live. You can go look at it on. You can go. I think you can go look at it on Instagram on the Bravo TV page, and it'll have all the parts. Yeah, or you can look at it on demand. I know I'm right. I'm right about everything I done came on here and said tonight, and you know it. You know it, and that's the problem. You know I'm right. I'm not gonna sit here and lie. I'm not gonna sit here and lie to you. I'm not. I'm not gonna sit here. Now Shamia done lied to you, but I didn't. Shamia done lied to you, baby, but I didn't lie to you. Girl, this season was good. It was so good. When Kenya was at the bank. Girl, yeah, Robin coming back. Robin Dixon Dixon is back, child. Baby, when they was at the bank and Britt was overreacting, I because I watched it today, and what I realized about Britt is Britt was a fan. Britt was a fan of Kenya's. Britt was a fan of the show. When Kenya walked up and spoke to them for the first time, and all Britt had on was her ring, and all Kenya said, well, are you married? The only reason Kenya said that is because she didn't have her band on. And then for Britt to tell somebody that Kenya was poking at her. Wait, what'd you say? She said, Millie, the fact checking, bone collecting, truth teller. Absolutely. The fact that, because I was sitting there watching it today, I was like, wait a minute, Britt. Wait a minute. You had me during that season. I was on Britt's side. I was like, Britt, Kenya. We know how Kenya can poke at somebody. Let's talk to Kim Fields. She didn't give any of that kind of energy. None. And then when they got to the bank, Kenya came in and air kissed Drew. She leaned over and hugged Britt and pat Britt on the back. Britt said, I'm gonna let you get away with that, but it was just a little pat pat. I'm like, Britt, she came and hugged you. Girl, yeah, season 16. I said, Britt, she came and hugged you. And Kenya was like, girl, I didn't want to get makeup on your clothes. And I was like, Britt, chill out. You need to chill out. So then, when they got to asking questions, Angela was the one that put the question in, Kenya, can you be nice to Britt like you are to the other ladies? Kenya said, I can be nice and speak to all the other ladies. Then Britt like, we're not talking about the other ladies. We're talking about me. I have the floor. And then she used Kenya's words. Did I send for you? I was like, Britt, this was not even that serious. Y'all, I haven't. First of all, I think season 14 and 15 is my favorite. Anything with Marlo in it, 14 and 15, hands down. Y'all need to go watch it. It was so good. I thought it was good. I thought 14 and 15 was fantastic, but 16 is blowing my mind, especially now that I know Shamea is a big liar. I was like, yeah, and I was like, Britt was a fan of Kenya's, and I'm still lost on the fact that Britt said there wasn't her on the boards. But Kenya went on Tamron Hall and said it was her and she was wrong. I'm so confused by all of that. Oh, now, Belicious, that is the reason I believe Marlo was off of that next season. Because Marlo could not let go of that. Marlo could not let go of that. And I understood Candy. Because Candy was like, yes, your nephew worked with me. But when he passed, he wasn't working with me. I'm sorry he passed away. But I was like, what did Marlo want? Did Marlo want her to pay for the funeral? And then Candy ended up saying at the Gucci brunch, she was like, F your flowers and, and all of that. What Belisha said, Marlo annoyed the heck out of me. It was just too much. Marlo could not let that go, and that annoyed me too. Yeah, Candy said, F your flowers. Ooh, that sent Marlo into a spiral. But let me say this, Belicious. Let me say this. Marlo had more story than anybody on that show. Marlo had 3 events. She had the archive event that all the ladies had gone to. She had the what is it, the foster care event where she had honored people that were doing good that came out of foster care. She was on a foster care panel. Then she got them boys. Then she sent them boys away. Then she got the boys back. She had a therapist that talked with the boys. Then Marlo got a man. Girl, Marlo had it going on. I'm sorry. And she was beautiful and sharp doing it. But the thing that messed Marlo up is Marlo would sit there and talk about the people and forget what she done said. Forget it. She done said Kenny wasn't nothing but a garden tool. She slept with everybody for free. Then when they get to the reunion and play it back, oh, did I say that? Yes, Marlo, you said that. Yeah, and then what she said to Kenya, you ain't worth none. Your own mama don't want you. I was like, Marlo, why would you say that? Keep a receipt, baby. Keep a receipt out and keep it. And Shamea done gave me the only receipt I need tonight. She done gave me the only receipt. I can't wait to make this video tomorrow. Oh, yeah, yeah, yeah. Was that the one? But I'm talking about Marlo used to eat the girls up, though. Marlo could read the girls down. The way she read Portia down. Oh, she read Portia down. Oh, Jesus. Marlo read a lot of people down. Oh, Marlo mouth is lethal. Lethal. But I love Marlo. Marlo was a housewife, and when she got with Scott Lee, I was like, Marlo is unstoppable. I don't know why they didn't bring her back. Matter of fact, I messaged Marlo in the DMs during her season. Marlo follows me on Instagram now because I said, Marlo, we need you. We need you right now. Because you know, Marlo would get in the middle of Drew and this divorce. And if production said it's okay for her to bring it up, she would have. Marlo would have Drew in a tizzy the way she had Candy in a tizzy. Marlo had Candy so activated. Candy, y'all remember when Marlo and Candy was at the bowling alley, and Marlo had her hands behind her back and she was talking to Candy. Candy got so mad they had to take her out the building. Child, that doggone Marlo make you want to choke her, honey. Not 17. Wouldn't it be good if Marlo was on this season? Oh girl. Oh girl. Oh girl. Kenny was seeing red, baby. I'm talking about, yeah, I have gone, y'all, when I tell you that I have gone back from season 9, I have watched season 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. I'm on 16. And when 16 finished, I'm going to start 17 because I know it's going to be some stuff I did not see. Shamea going to be telling some more lies, and I'm going to catch them. I can't wait. I can't wait. I can't wait. Hey, Kimma. Let me tell you, Belicious, Sanya was annoying, but it was something about Sanya. I didn't even mind her. Belicious, I'm not gonna lie. I felt the same way about Sanya. But when I went back and watched it, I was like, maybe she wasn't that annoying. She was still annoying. But like when it came to her and Drew, like Sanya came into the group through Drew. And she said she saw how Drew was moving, and she was like, I just can't fool with you no more. And Drew just turned her back on Sanya. But when Sanya was trying to go off on Kenya and it didn't work out right, I was like, oh, Sanya, this is not your place, darling. You need to stay in your track lane, not the reading lane. You can't fool with Kenya. Girl, I'm bringing, girl, that's what I'm saying. I brought him to the live, honey. Brought him on over here. And then tomorrow, Drew is gonna start talking tomorrow about her and Ralph. Cause Drew could have had the biggest storyline. I don't know if Ralph put a gag on Drew. Cause it could be a situation where Drew couldn't talk about her situation. But tomorrow night she's gonna mention that Ralph is trying to get custody of the kids. So now in season 16, Ralph and Drew are no longer communicating. They're communicating in the Oh y'all, we need 200 more likes. Go ahead and hit the like button. I'm sad about Drew's divorce too. But in this season, season 16, him downstairs, they're communicating in the app. And then she was hurt because that video came out that he put out. Drew not the target so much. Oh well, ooh, K Michelle making her a target. You right. Hey, Dollies. And get it somewhere else off ours, please. It had to be something because she didn't say a word or show the kids. I feel like she had a gag order because she did not show her children. And you know how these men do. You see how Mark did Kenya. Wouldn't let her have her baby on there for a season. She couldn't even show her baby for a whole season. Who else did that? Oh, how Mark is doing Kelly. Kelly can't even show her kids on TV. It would not shock me. It would not shock me if Ralph did that. But let me say something else. Y'all know how in season 13, whatever season what it was that Drew came, and Drew was on him so tough about adopting JoJo. I was like, Drew better be glad he didn't adopt JoJo. Because how crazy would it have been if he had adopted JoJo and he got full custody of the kids and she had to pay child support not only for her 2 kids with him but for her kid without him? Do you, I would have just went on and I would have called the police. and told them to come take me over here so I can at least pow him in the leg and then take me on to jail. Because I'm not about to sit here and pay child support on my child when the child's father probably not paying child support. And now this ninja got custody of my baby. Because I could see Ralph doing that. Making her pay child support on Josiah and he got Josiah. Can't you see that? I know she got to leave by August 31st. We already talked about that, baby. That's already posted. I posted that yesterday or day before yesterday. Yes, honey. That's a mess. Look what Alicia said. Not allowing the kids to film must be in the BAN handbook. Baby, that's got to be at least in chapter 1. I know it's in chapter 1. Girl, we the child. What happened with Shamea? Shamea done admitted that Portia wanted her to be a housewife. I done found it tonight in season 16, episode 10. She has admitted it. So I had to come on here and talk to y'all about it. It's got to be in the handbook. It's got to be, because that's the first thing they go to. And I was like, y'all, the way they be trying to hurt them women, Drew is hurt. I feel bad for Drew. I feel bad for Kelly too. Kelly is in a freaking lawsuit and the man won't even help her pay for it. And he'd rather go to jail than pay child support. Ooh, Nicole. Nicole said, let's go back to Marlo versus Pinky. I feel like Marlo would have butted hit. Baby, the way Marlo would have ate Pinky up talking about that paper bacon she over there cooking. Ooh, girl. I think Marlo would have been great with Pinky and Drew. It like if she could just come back for 2 episodes, 1 episode for Drew and one for Pinky, I'll be satisfied with season 17. Satisfied. You think it would have been their show? Oh, you know she. But even with Kenya, and y'all know I don't see it for Kenya, but I feel like Kenya would have got in the middle of Pinky and that bankruptcy. No, no, not Kenya. No, that's Marlo. Strictly Marlo. Marlo know how to talk about somebody who don't have no money. Then that's one thing she can do. Paper bacon. She over there serving that paper bacon. Y'all stomach's gonna be hurting. Y'all keep eating that paper bankruptcy bacon. Can't y'all hear Marlo saying that? Oh, honey, we're missing some good TV. We're missing some good TV. Andy missing some good TV. She'd have ate that up. Marlo would have had. Pinky would have been so activated. Because I will say this. One thing I heard Carlos say about Pinky. She said Bob wouldn't allow Sheree to film with the kids. She believes he was the first one to do it on any franchises. I believe it. Okay. Okay. Honey, what was I going to say? Oh, Carlos was talking about Pinky, and I agree with him on this. Pinky is very one note. Because even though we've seen her with her husband and we've seen her in her home and with her kids, all of those times, even with the girls, she's talked about business. She talked about the bankruptcy lawyer with her husband. She was on the photo shoot with her daughter. And she was at home talking to her husband about her businesses. I want to see Pinky at the PTA meeting. I want to see Pinky on a date with her husband. I want to see Pinky under an umbrella in the rain and getting caught and they have a moment. I want to see her be a wife. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to hear nothing about no bankruptcy. We all got money problems. If we paying a bill, we got money problems. So I don't want to hear nothing else about it. Marlo would have had Kelly repossess and return those bags. The way she would have ate Kelly up. Mm, mm, mm. Them 17 purses. Marlo would have had a field day. on them 17 persons. Oh Lord, hold on.
I said it to you and had a conversation privately. Get it out, Shamea. I'm not an angel for sure. I'm not saying that I've not said that our relationship has had challenges. But yeah, if you come to me with some about Portia, I shut it down. How about not?
Now I will say this about Shamea, and Shamea lying about this housewife stuff, but she not lying about this. When somebody comes to Shamea about Portia, she will shut it down. But she will talk about Portia and how Portia has hurt her feelings by not being in her wedding or not listening to her music. But she don't want nobody else to say nothing about Portia because Portia is her girl. I wouldn't want a friend like Shamea for all the tea in China. This is a dangerous sister right here, okay? Because if you sitting right, if Shamea is sitting right here talking about she ain't never let nobody, or she always had Portia back, how you gonna come in the next season and drop some mess on the table about your mama trying to sleep with my daddy, and you been holding on to that? So that means right here in this episode right here with the Pampered by Portia, she holding on to the fact that Miss Diane was trying to sleep with her daddy. Why not tell us right here, Shamea? I don't want nobody to be my friend who is holding on to information and then throw it back in my face a year later, a week later, a day later, an hour later. You do that to me, that's the last time we talking. You ain't got to worry about me no more. You ain't got to worry about me talking about you to you, period. Matter of fact, your existence means nothing to me. I would not care what you had to do. Oh yeah, yes. What I'm saying, Marla would have had a field day with Pinky and Kelly. A field day. Kelly got a good man now who paid all that money for those tickets. Girl, yeah, she been on a yacht. But that's what I'm saying. Shamea is not a good friend. She is not a good friend by far. Shamea is the kind of friend that you got to watch her. Exactly. What do you want me to do about that? I ain't got nothing to do with if my mama was trying to sleep with your daddy was probably trying to sleep with my mama. What about that? And then if what I don't believe Portia. I do not believe Portia saying that girl mama was sleeping with her brother-in-law. I don't believe that. Now I think Portia was lying about that. But if it's true, what you gonna do about that? Then what does Shamea do? Shamea gets up from the table after she done dropped this tea, and then go out in the hallway with Kelly talking about, I know so much about on her. That's what you should have dropped at the table, Shamea. You should have dropped some tea that would really affect Portia about some stuff you know about her, instead of dropping some tea about something that it has nothing to do with y'all. I don't believe Portia. But here's the thing though, Nicole. This is what I do believe, and I'm not gonna lie. If you sit up here and you say something to me about my mama, whether it be true or not, I'm definitely gonna say something about yours. And it could be true or not. I don't even care. You don't bring my mama up. Let's keep it on the playground with you and me. Don't let's keep it together with me. We can go back and forth all day. But you bring my mama up. Bring my mama up. Bring her up. It's definitely gonna be tit for tat. It's but see, that's what I'm saying. If Shamea can go out in the hallway and tell Kelly that she knows so much on Portia, why don't you tell what you know on Portia? This stuff, and then when Shamea was on Watch What Happens Live, when she was on Watch What Happens Live, Andy said, "What did your mother say?" Oh, she was hurt. Why would you put your mama out there like that? Why would you put your mama out there like that, even if Portia is lying? The fact that Portia came out of her mouth and said that your mama was trying to sleep with your daddy's brother, that's crazy. You did that, Shamea. This is your doing. You did that. Cause I know I'm gonna get to it, but I think in the episode before that, she was like, I can't believe that she did that. I can't. Oh yeah, in that same episode when she out in the car, I can't believe she talked about my family. Girl, you the one that brought my mama up at this table. I'm about to talk about your dog. I'm about to talk about your granddaddy. I'm about to talk about everybody, your ancestors, the ancestors on your side. You are crazy. Shamea is nuts. I was like, are you nuts? You gonna sit here and tell the whole table that my mama tried to sleep with your daddy. And what do you think I'm gonna say? Now, thank God Portia said something, because she could have pulled her by her cuticles across that table. She ain't gonna never do enough. That's her problem. She ain't gonna never do enough. What you talking about? She don't never do enough. You need to get over there and tell her about herself. She don't never do enough. Shamia don't never do enough. She ain't gonna do no more than that. You are absolutely correct. Shamia ain't do enough. She never does. She never does. Because here's my thing. If you want to get back at Portia, tell something that you know is true on Portia and see how Portia slides out of that. But don't be sitting here talking about my mama. Now you don't went on Watch What Happens Live and Andy asked her how your mama felt. Now you talking about your mama was really hurt. But you get your crazy self in the car talking about you can't believe Portia bought your mama up. Dummy, you bought the mamas up. That's it. That is crazy. Did you? And you know Portia. And you know Portia gonna lie. I'ma lie. If you sit here and say something about my mama, I'm gonna say something so ridiculous about your mama that you're gonna know I'm lying, but it's gonna be so crazy that y'all gonna be like, I can't believe that girl said that. You gonna know it's a lie, but it's gonna be a good one. You say something about my mama. That's insane. I don't know what's gonna happen. Shamea blew up and it fizzled out. Cause she got up from the table. Sit at the table. You want to be a housewife so bad. Be a housewife. And here's the thing. She want to sit here and talk about K Michelle and talk about Pinky. She feel like she done got her team together. But didn't nobody get up but Kelly. And the only reason Kelly got up was because Kelly felt like she was obligated. K Michelle didn't move. Pinky didn't move. It was extremely disappointing. She always runs away. She always walks away. She's not equipped. She is still on probation. She is not a housewife. She is just Gerald's housewife. She's not a housewife. She's not a housewife. She does not have. You can't. You. I have been watching since Nene Leakes has been on here, season 1, episode 1. I can be. I think all of us can get on one of these episodes and pull it off better than Shamea. We have learned and seen from the best. Shamea has been in the presence of real housewives, and she still don't understand. She still don't understand. She don't get it. She does not get it. She don't understand. And even in this moment, after she done sat here and told Portia that she saw her receipts, and then she gonna say, I don't talk about my friend behind my back, but you do. And I can run it back. You sat in the studio and talked about Portia. You over there talking to Kelly about Portia. And now you let's play it again. She said play it again. You ain't gotta ask me for one time. Let's go.
Like, she also went on to say, I didn't want you on the show. Yes, I asked you about that, and you showed me your receipts of how you did not say that you only wanted me to be a friend on this show, how you want to be a housewife. Anything that
how you wanted me to be a housewife.
You,
run it back.
I said it to you and had a
run it back. Run it back. She just cannot get it right. She cannot get it right. And you done sat here and told Carlos, Portia said that this was her show. And she said, I have the Falcons and I have the Hawks. And this is her thing. No. Even Carlos said, your husband knew that it's a possibility he could have affected you being a housewife by not being on the show. Portia said she was explaining to her that Gerald has to be on the show. I'm trying to tell you how it goes. I just listened to it. Do you not have on demand, baby? Do you not have on demand? Shamea just said it. I didn't say it. Shamea said it. You must be delusional. Did you see Portia go off on Drew over simply filming with her baby? That's season 16. I've been watching it all day. I've been watching it all day. All day. Poor Drew. Poor Drew. Drew was like, I want to be there for Portia. She and I are in the same spot, but I can't be there for her. Delulu, delulu, delulu. I know, honey. She is a brick wall, honey. But I tell you what, she not gonna do. I bet you she not gonna go on demand and listen to Shamea say that Portia said she wanted her to be a housewife. I bet you she not gonna do that. And it's okay. Real Housewives of 17 reunion has been filmed. Fulton County Courtroom played the Bravo Network. What? Oh, now Shamea not explaining it right. Oh, okay. Okay then. Okay. All right. All right, then that's another thing she get wrong. She can't explain her truth. Okay, thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Okay. Honey, I feel like I was like, but let me tell you what's so crazy. Her BBL does look good on her. Cause Drew is shaped like a box. And that ain't no shade. That's just true tea. That's real talk. She just shaped like this. But I would like to talk to Drew, like for real, and ask her, are you close friends with Portia this season because you need a check, because you're going through some stuff? Because Drew, you should never talk to Portia again. Never. Never. The way Shamea set that meeting up with Ralph, talking about Ralph called her because he want to talk about a podcast. Now that's probably true. Maybe Ralph did call her to talk about a podcast. But Ralph was also calling Shamea because he wanted some dirt on Drew. But then for Shamea, talking about she needed a witness. Shamea, you on the goddamn camera. How much more of a witness? It's 600 million of us watching the show. How many more witnesses did you need, girl? You understand what I'm saying? Shamea doesn't make sense. So she says she called Portia to be a witness because she didn't want single Ralph out here and saying anything about her. We looking at you in the restaurant, Shamea. It's cool. We looking at you in your confessional. Then all of a sudden, here come Portia. Portia sits down. They ordering all the food on his tab. And then Portia sit there and says, Drew sent Dennis a text, said that Dennis sent a text saying that he didn't want to have bang bang with Drew. He just wanted his money. Then Portia sent that text to Ralph. Ralph was like, let me see that. And he was like, so she out here doing this? And then Portia did say, well, is what they saying about you in the streets true? He was like, no. She said, well, maybe not what they say about her. And then Portia, to justify what she said to Ralph, Portia in her confessional said Ralph should be okay with it because it proves that Drew did not sleep with Dennis. Dennis wanted his money. I said, no, Portia, that's not right. What you did was wrong. And then she was like, well, who filed? He was like, I filed first. And she said, why did you file? He said, because she was having an affair with Ty. There's no way I would talk to Portia. There's no way I would talk to Portia. Portia apologized to Drew at the reunion. Andy asked why the cast didn't care about Drew's divorce except Angela. Wait a minute. Andy asked why didn't the cast Care about Drew's divorce except Angela. Cause let me tell you something. When I looked at that reunion the other day, cause I said I gotta go back and watch this and then watch the reunion. When Portia got up to apologize to Drew, Portia no longer wanted to answer any questions. Because Drew was in the process of saying something, and Portia just got up and said, "Come here." And they hugged it out, and that was the end of it. Portia does not want to get into the questions because she knows they're not going to fare out right for her. I can say that, and I like Portia, but Portia's scheme, it's a scheme that Portia has set up. Drew got to be desperate. She got to be desperate. And that's why Portia got up and hugged it out. And then as we're sitting here at this reunion in 16, Shamea still sitting here knowing in her head that Portia mama tried to sleep with her daddy, but she want to know why was it so easy for Portia to accept Angela's why was it so easy for Portia to make up with Angela and not her? Why do you care? Conflict and resolution, and they hey Mo, and they can't even get to none. Well, Portia get the resolution because she ain't gonna get into no conflict. So Portia is a pro at this, right? Shamea just I can't believe Shamea been around this long and ain't learned nothing. Stand up, Shamea. Drew missed her friendship with Portia. Yeah, because when she was sitting over there on the couch, when Portia was crying about Simon, she was like, "Portia and I have so much in common, but I just hate I can't be there for her right now." Cause all the girls was over there hugging on Portia. Shamea got up and put her head on her shoulder. Now Shamea done got up and put her head on Portia's shoulder, knowing in her head that her mama tried to sleep with her daddy, but she ain't feel no kind of way in season 16. That's why I can't fool with Shamea. I can't fool with her. You've been holding on to this. This is not a true friend. This is not somebody you want to be friends with. This right here, Shamea, you don't want to be friends with her. Because this girl sitting over here on this couch crying over Simon, not talking to Pilar, not answering the phones, leaving her on red. Portia managed to squeeze some tears out of her head, and then Shamea gets up and goes and lays her head on her shoulder. But in your head, you remember that Portia mama tried to sleep with your daddy. Okay, Shamea. And you wait to season 17 when Portia tells you that if I can't come to your house, my child is not coming to your house. Now you mad and you want to talk about your mama tried to sleep with my daddy. Okay. Yeah, she did. Girl, let me tell you something. When Drew posted that picture with that brown bodysuit on with that hair, I thought it was Portia. I was like, wait a minute. Yeah, she is a mess. Shamir is just a mess. A liar, a snake. She is a snake. I wouldn't want a friend like that for anything in the world. And I don't have no, I would hate to cut off my friendship, but I would. Like, I don't even know why Portia don't even talk to her. What you talking about? Child, what you talking about, that bodysuit? She, she might be just married on paper, but she very, yo, just like the day when I talked about, I did not realize when I had posted that about Drew telling her sister to get the swimsuit because they were going over to Black's house. I wasn't saying anything because I think people felt like somebody said Ralph is not innocent. I wasn't even talking about Ralph. Maybe I wasn't clear about why I posted that. I only posted that because when Drew was getting ready, her and Allison was getting ready to leave because it was Ralph's weekend. And Drew said, "Allison, did you pack a swimsuit?" She said, "Because when we get over to the house, we may swim in jacuzzi. We may swim in the jacuzzi at Black's." I was like, "At Black's? You been around here going?" Because I was like, "Where does she go when she leaves on the first, third, and the fifth weekend? I mean, on the second and the fourth weekend. Where does she go?" She was going over to Black's. Then she's That's not what was gonna miss all the fun. I was like, what? So she been fooling with Black for a minute. For a minute. Wow. I was like, okay, Drew. Wait, but how did Ralph end up with the house? Girl, it's I think the well no, Drew's name was on it because I showed y'all where Ralph has the house totally completely. That was part of the divorce decree. He got the house, he got two cars, I believe. He got custody of the kids, he got child support. Drew got the dog and a car, and she get her $145,000. That's it. And she gets to, I guess she got joint custody. She's not the custodial parent, but she get to see her kids. Portia was off for a season, wasn't she? After she missed, yeah, season. Portia was off season 14 and season 15 because when Candy and Marlo got into it, Marlo was on the bus and Portia had posted that Simon had bought her Phantom, and Marlo was trying to tell Candy. Candy said, "Don't talk to me." Yeah, Portia was gone season 14 and 15. She came back season 16. What you say about JoJo? No, he doesn't have to. I don't think he has to sell the house, but he got to give her, I guess, the equity $145,000. What the heck was Drew doing to lose custody? Well, they said she wasn't taking the children to school. She wasn't taking the kids to their therapy sessions. What was Drew doing? He's the custodial parent. Like she has to pay him child support. They probably have joint custody, but she still has to pay him child support. He's the main parent. They awarded the children to their father. But yes, she has visitation. I don't know what Ralph was doing. Ralph had a good. Oh, I told y'all what he was doing. My soror knows Ralph's lawyer. She said Ralph has a bulldog of a lawyer. That's how she referred to Ralph's lawyer. She was like, whatever it is that Ralph wants, she gonna make sure that he gets it, and that's exactly what happened. So he just had a better lawyer because this woman that's Drew's lawyer on this TV, when they left court, she got on the elevator and said they didn't award Drew anything she asked for. Her lawyer was horrible. Now she was busy getting studio time and wearing bob. You heard what Kelly said. Listen to what Kelly said. Y'all want to hear what Kelly said about cause I had messaged Kelly. Let me tell you, cause I said Kelly. I said not Drew walking in here with Balmain on and Balmain on and she didn't buy nothing. Listen.
Get me started about Drew and Balmain. I love y'all. Please don't get me started about Drew and Balmain. That girl really did not buy anything from my event, and the fact that she tried to wear Balmain throughout the season because she knew she didn't buy anything, and the Balmain that she bought definitely didn't come from the store, but that is neither here nor there. I'm sure she bought it from Nordstrom's and took it back, child, because that's what they do. But I'm going to just leave it at that. But, yeah, the girlies weren't wearing Balmain. The people in the store that I shop with never even seen these ladies before, except Shamea, but that's a whole nother story, child.
Drew did not buy anything for anybody. See, y'all remember when Pinky had the back to school thing? Drew didn't send nothing up there to that. When Shamea had the stuff to go to Grenada, Drew didn't send nothing. Drew sent a bag up there to Shamea's house. What else did Drew do? Drew didn't buy nothing at Kelly's Balmain event. She didn't buy nothing for that. It was somebody else needed something, and Drew didn't get. Oh, she wanted Sheree to pay half of the decorations. She gave her invoice. Then it came out that Drew wasn't paying her stylist. Drew don't never have no money. I don't know what Drew do with her money. Well, you got a point. You got a point, baby. When you right, you're right. honey, when you right, honey, 100% more, 100%. Y'all crazy. Drew don't pay about nothing. Yeah, Drew. Yeah, wait a minute. It was either Drew or Britt. Britt said water. Britt, Britt said, Britt said a 3 pack of water. Oh, Lord have mercy. Lord, that's why she had that bargain basement lawyer. Yep. Yep. She go to the messy assistants. And Drew got try to have um yeah, he was trying to take the LLC. And Drew got these, she always got a cook in the house. Girl, you gonna have to get some banquets and put them in the microwave and feed them kids. Britt was lying about the truck coming with the stuff. She bought three packs of water. And I think Kelly showed up and she had her whole back of her truck was filled with water. Girl, that is crazy. Crazy. Mm, mm, mm. Oh, y'all, I had to come on here. I had to come on here so I can talk about this because I ain't gonna be able to just make a little video. I need to talk to y'all so y'all can talk back to me because, honey, baby, boo. When I was sitting here watching this and I heard Shamea say what she said, I said, wait a minute. Let me run this back. And then I was about to make a video and I said, I can't make no video. We got to go live. Not hungry, man. No, honey, banquets. Go and get you some banquets. Or whatever them ones with that watery Alfredo, cause I know what it's talking about, cause I've been there. I've been there, baby. When my baby really loved pasta, and it was tough for me. Them 99-cent pastas. I know, but then every once in a while I add a little spaghetti to mine and put a little more Alfredo. I'll buy some Alfredo just to judge it up a little bit. Oh, exact. Well, she probably got her body done because she talked about it on the internet. Because she had to talk about it for a little while. So if she did pay for it, she probably got a discount. Oh, Married at First Sight is so good. Sean and Nikki. Oh my gosh. I don't think she's broke. I don't think she's broke either. But what she not gonna do is put in on nothing. She not gonna do that. Now she not gonna do that. I don't. She could have all the money in the world, but she not gonna put in on it. Top ramen, exactly. That one in the green box for 99-cent Alfredo. That's it. That's what I'm talking about. We all been there. That's the one I'm talking about, sis. Always underscore prices 5598, baby. That's the one I'm talking about. What year was that? 2011, baby. $10, $10, $10. I would have it. Yes, honey, it's back. Nicole, you got to go watch it. If you don't, Nicole, go watch my previews, go watch my reviews for it, and then go watch it on Thursday night. I'll get you caught up. Baby, it's so good. No, 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 not today. I'm talking about back in the day when it was a little tough. When it was tough, when I was going through the trenches, I'm talking about 2011, not 2026. Food for the week, child. That's right. That's right. Girl, I picked Lillian up from school. And if it's a pay week, I'll take her and get her a happy meal. But if it's not a pay week, baby, we gonna warm up these Alfredos, honey, in these green packets. You right. You are, girl, you got to. You got to. Yeah, Alfredo is banned. It's something like your name, Green Box. What is it? What is that Green Box? What is? Let me see. Now I want to know because I can't go to Kroger. What is the cheap Alfredo name in the green box? That's 99 cents. Is it Nor? Knor. Nor pesticides. That's it. Let me see if I can find. Let me see if I can find me an image. Hold on. No, that's not it. No, you're right, baby. It's just this it. Michelinis. This that's it. That's it. There you go. This is it. Yep, y'all got it in the comments. Yep. Now that's in the package. The noise in the comments, but this right here, baby, this got us through 2011 to 2012. And then if I want to be fancy, I'll get this one right here with the broccoli. But this right here, this 99 cent with that little meat and then little noodles. Absolutely. Absolutely. In the packets is Nor. But in this little old in this frozen part right here to go to the microwave. Yep, that's it. What's that? Michelinas, honey. We all been there, baby. And we all have been there. Exactly. Oh, girl, that's good. We're gonna have to start making. We're gonna all have to start making our own stuff like that. I think tomorrow, since tomorrow is Sunday, I think I'm gonna cook tomorrow. Lillian and I are going to see Odyssey tomorrow at 4. So I'll be back in time for Real Housewives of Atlanta. We going to the movies tomorrow. I've too in my absolutely, absolutely we had it. We all been there, honey, and thank God. You know what I'm saying? We if we had to go back, we know we can make it. Nike gave you the shakes. I'm making a seafood boil tomorrow. I I didn't get crab legs. I just got shrimp. I got sausage and I got corn. I didn't get no potatoes. I gotta go to the grocery store tomorrow. I didn't get no potatoes. How did I miss that? I gotta go. I gotta go to the store. You enjoyed the Odyssey? We're going to see it tomorrow. Yes, honey. Early 2000. Yeah, the way the recall's going right now, baby, you might as well just drink you some water. Okay, y'all go to see it tomorrow too. Yeah, we're going to. And honey, my baby takes me to the movie because she works at the movies, so I don't even have to pay to go to the movies. I love it. They don't pay her that much, but baby, going into the movie and then all our snacks be 50% off. Now, due to the fact that Lil work at the movies, she don't like for me to put food in my purse because I usually take my big bag. At least the salt didn't get us. You're right. I used to take my big bag and I would put. I was like, Lil, you ain't had no problem when I used to go get you a Happy Meal and put it in my purse and then take you to the movies and watch it. Yes, mommy, but now you can't do that. You can't. We can't have that. I was like, but I don't like the food at the movies. I want to go to Raising Cane's and get some chicken strips and some French fries and sit and watch my movie. I think that's so great. I'm ready to see it too, Mo. Drew smart not to buy from their events. Heck, that's why they all go broke besides Candy, Marlo, and Phaedra. But see, Candy and Marlo and Phaedra don't have no problem putting in. When Sanya had that mommy me situation, the whole table, except for Drew, paid $5,000. The whole table. And that was for an event that helped mothers because Kenya was the MC. She was the person that was getting the money up from the people. Because she was like, this table right here got at least $25,000. So that whole table had to pay $5,000. And that was to help a mother have rent for 1 year. And Drew didn't give it. Drew are not giving nothing. Zero. Yeah, girl, I love it. I love that she work at the movies. I love that. So I enjoy it. Yes. Girl, I done watched all the episodes. I need y'all. Yeah. You know what? Oh, let me show you who I saw at Boulay. Hold on. I'm gonna show y'all somebody. I'm gonna put it on live. And I think maybe we go live tomorrow night. Y'all wanna go live tomorrow night? Cause we gotta have a meeting. We gotta have a meeting about this fall lineup, people, and I'm so serious about this fall lineup. I'm so serious about it because I don't think I can really watch these shows like that. I don't think so. Oh, Jesus Christ! Let me show y'all something. Hold on, real quick. When I was at Boulay, I ran into Dominique, and Dominique. Oh, I know I didn't take the picture. Hold on, girl. Wait a minute. I had on green. I think I had on green that day. Did I have on green? Hold on 1 second, y'all. Let me see. Oh my God! I deleted my photo. Wait a minute. I can't. No, I didn't have. It had to be Pink Day. Hold on. Let me see if I can find it on Pink Day. Give me 1 second. Girl. Oh no, I did. It was White Day. Okay. So, when we do the housewives cards at the beginning of the live, this is Dominique. Dominique is the creator of the Housewives Atlanta edition. So she told me to tell y'all that they are working on the Potomac edition. So as soon as she gets the Potomac edition in, she's going to send it to me so we can have the Potomac. So it's coming, Nicole. We're coming. She had to get it done. So she is in the process of getting Potomac done, and she said as soon as she gets that done, she gonna send it to me so we'll have Potomac to do. But if we run out of Housewives of Atlanta cards, I already got enough. I have gone to watch season 9 up to season 16, episode 10. I can come up with some questions. Okay. No, I found it. I found it. Girl, Alicia, I had to see. I ain't got no glasses on. I got my glasses over here. So it's coming. Potomac is coming. Before I get off of here, let me see. Oh, did y'all hear what I said about Potomac today on my post? Thank you. Did y'all hear that? What I told y'all about Potomac today? Ashley Darby is coming for Tia and her husband's relationship this season. Ashley Darby. Ashley. I don't know. Then let me see. Hold on, let me tell y'all. This the last thing I'm gonna go because I'm gonna see if I got a little tea for y'all before I go to sleep. Hold on. Well, I'm not going to sleep. I'm lying. I'm gonna finish season 16 the night before I go to sleep. I know I am. I already know that. Hold on a second. Hold on a second. Let me find it. Let me get this tea real quick. And I'm still working on a really good thing for y'all, but it's gonna come out. Oh, here we go. Okay, y'all ready? Stacy left the London trip early. So the girls Potomac went to London. This is what I got today. Stacy left London trip early. This will be her fall from. Wait a minute. Stacy left London early. This will be her fall from grace. Big changes to come. Production didn't pay for the ladies to go to Houston. So when Giselle went to Houston to do that park thing, because they named a park after her father, I think it was Ashley, Wendy, and Karen were the only three that went because they paid for their tickets. Stacy didn't go, Monique didn't go. Robin Dixon probably went because Giselle probably paid for her ticket. But those are the only three that went. But production did not pay for the ladies to go to Houston, so everybody didn't go for that. The wedding probably won't be the final. It was so horrible. Cause I was like, what do you mean changes? Child. Now Kay is about to get married, and they was trying to get her to be back on the show. Angel didn't want to be on the show because Kay didn't accept the friend of contract. So Angel didn't accept her contract, and then Kay didn't accept her contract. So then when they came back to give Kay a flute contract, she said no. Child, Wendy probably trying to be in all the scenes that she can get in. This is when they were in Houston at Giselle's father's park thing. Giselle did not have a package at the reunion. So that's all Giselle is doing so far. That's all I can see Giselle doing is having that. That exactly. Oh, y'all, and then I found out that I want to say I was told that Wendy took a plea deal. Not she gonna be married just as long as a commercial break. Alicia. Not a commercial break. Mm, mm, mm. KB, yeah, she do be upset, girl. I don't know what be going on with her. But I feel like Kay won't come back anyway because now that Greg, I guess Greg done proposed to her now because you know he ain't really about the TV either. They said she took a plea deal, child. That's what I heard today. So we gotta see. But Eddie didn't. I don't know. Cause you know we won't really find out anything for real until January. So I was told today that she took a plea deal, but Eddie didn't. So I don't. I haven't looked into it. I just had a phone call, and that's just what I was told. I wasn't even thinking about Wendy, so I'm telling you what I was told, and I don't want to hear this nowhere else. Y'all know what I'm talking about. I hope they don't have to. I hope they get probation and they have to pay a fine. I hope that's what they do. Because y'all, real talk, Eddie don't have no job. Because if they get convicted, Eddie not gonna be able to do Happy Eddie no more. You can't have no dispensary and you a felon, can you? Not paying. Oh Lord, Sean. Sean said Pam took a plea deal. Can you have a dispensary with a felony? I know he's a lawyer, but I don't think he's an active lawyer. They are being tried together. That's what I thought too. Now, I don't, what I'm saying, I don't know how true it is. I was just on the phone today, and that came out on the phone. I didn't check into it. I didn't. I'm just telling you what I was told. Okay, they said no. Oh Lord Jesus, wouldn't that be horrible if she gets deported, and then her kids are American citizens? Cause that would mean he will get it deported too, right? They look, baby, they look real happy at the Jay Z concert with them tickets at the gate. How you got tickets at the fence? Wendy was showing a video of Jay Z. Jay Z might have well been standing right here singing to me. That's how close he was. Yeah, Mo. But you know, the rules change. You know how the goalposts move for us and versus them. They was on the gate, baby. They was at the fence at the Jay Z concert. Child, I wouldn't have been in no Jay Z concert. I'd have watched it on Instagram like everybody else. Ain't no way. Ain't no way. The next time y'all will see me is if one of these creators was at the courthouse and when this show comes on television. That's it. You ain't gonna see me nowhere. Not on the run. Mm-mm. They weren't thinking about their kids when they no, they weren't. I don't know, cause he definitely gonna be disbarred. She gonna have to stay on the show, cause she gonna be the she and he and they can't get no divorce, cause she gonna be the breadwinner. Yeah, they did. They look real nice. They did look nice. They do look like they lost some weight, cause they probably around there eating Michelinis at Chicken Alfredo's. They probably got 1,000 Michelinis chicken Alfredos in the freezer in banquets. And when they feel like they got a little change, a hungry man, baby, they probably got it in the freezer. Oh, oh, Lord have mercy. Let me stop. Let me stop. Let me stop. Let me stop, Jesus, because I don't want that to be my storage, Lord. Well, I don't want that to be none of our storage, Jesus. We sorry. Say sorry, Lord. Sorry, Lord. We do not need that to be our story. You see what Lexi said. Did you see what Lexi said? I didn't say that. Lexi said it. Mm, mm, mm. I'm going to pray for you, Lexi. Oh, y'all. Lexi's sorry, Lord. She's sorry. She ain't mean to say it. Oh, Jesus Christ. Let me see what's going on before I go, y'all. I be trying to get off of here, but I hadn't been live and I was like, I need to go live. But I think we're gonna go live tomorrow. We're gonna go live after oh, y'all, wait a minute, let me see what Karen got in her stories. Nothing. Karen ain't talking about nothing. Let me see what I got in my inbox. Y'all, let me say this. I'm gonna be very honest. I really, I know it's a lot going on with these children. It's hard for me to talk about kids. Like police searching for missing 14-year-old from DeKalb County. This baby right here. I can't. I cannot. I I just can't, y'all. I gotta y'all will get that tomorrow. Y'all will get Hard and Hustle. I'm gonna get up in the morning and watch Hard and Hustle Houston. I've been watching Housewives tonight, but I'm gonna watch it. I'm gonna watch it tomorrow. I just can't. Hey, Gail. I just can't talk about these babies. I did see what's going on with Nolan. I feel like something about to happen. And I'm gonna talk about Pastor Bryant tomorrow too, about his cease and desist that Cheyenne Bryant the made up in her house on her laptop. We're gonna talk about that tomorrow. I'm gonna put that in the hot topics. Or I might just do it by itself. I might just do it by itself. Yeah. Every day we sing is something with another young black male. Yeah, it's just so hard. Like I can't take it. I be so nervous. Child, Leo went to get us something to eat today, and she put she had her pajama bottoms on, her pajama top, but she put on a hoodie, and she put the hood over her head because she had her bonnet on. Child, and I didn't really think about it because I was doing something when she got ready to leave, and then it kind of got with me after I heard the garage door close, and I was like, oh my God, I need to text her and tell her to take that hoodie off. Cause I don't want nobody. And then she came. I was like, oh Jesus, too much. Yeah, the Nolan story is just too sad. He gone now, child. He gone, and it's just his mom and dad is here trying to figure it out, and it's just sad. So, like Lillian has been with her dad the past week. So even though I've been gone, it's been cool. But when I got back, I be want my baby back with me. So I went and got her yesterday. I went and picked her up yesterday. But I mean, I sleep better at home when she's here because I know where she is. I know she's fed. I know she is good. But child, these grown kids is crazy to me. It's crazy. It's too much. It's tough being a mother. It's tough. Mm-mm. Yes. We have to precaution ourselves. That's right, Nicole. She said, wow, that's sad about how we have to precaution ourselves just to get out for a regular day. It is crazy. It's crazy. Hmm. It's tough being a mother child. I didn't know it. I didn't. You don't know the kind of love until you have it, and then when you go through some mess like this, the way this world is, it's so scary. Cause I gotta, I go back to work next month at the end of next month. So, but she'll be in school, but that doesn't make it right because I worry about her in school. Mm-hmm. I know it. Oh, Nicole, Lord have mercy, dear Lord, I come to you right now to pray for Nicole, Jesus. She got a long road ahead of her, Lord. But you got it, honey. It's one of the best things in the world. Just love on your baby child and just savor the moments. Because when they get to be 19 and almost 20 with their own ideas and attitudes, girl, you be ready to, you be like, they don't want to listen. They don't matter how you raise them, they don't want to listen. But Lil know that I will go in her throat. I'm not playing. I am the mama every day. Just not forget it. I know this summer she told me before I came home. She told me she said, "Oh, mommy, we're gonna go to Galveston." And I was like, "Oh, that's cool." I see your dad and them going. I said, "Y'all got what, a timeshare down there or something?" No, me and my friends. I said, "For the rest of your life, as long as I have breath in my body, don't you ever walk in here and tell me what you gonna do. Don't you ever make that mistake again. As long as I'm here, do not come in here and tell me what you're gonna do. You can ask me, and the answer is no. So you can call your friends and tell them you misspoke. You won't be driving down no highway, going nowhere, unless your daddy or I am with you. And don't ever come in here and tell me what you're gonna do." I was like, "Girl, that is crazy." And I said, "I love you. I love you more than anybody on this planet. Nobody loves you more than me. Nobody. But don't you ever come in here and tell me what you gonna do." Girl, I was outdone. Oh, I was outdone. I was like, "Are you crazy? That is insane, girl." Yeah, you got to speak over your babies. It's just too much. But yeah, and we've had a great summer so far. We've had a great summer so far. Thank you, Jesus. All right, y'all. I'm going to get ready to go. I want to thank you all for the y'all. We've been on here. What is this? How long we been on here? We've been on here about 2 hours. Hey, July Leo. I want to thank all y'all for being here tonight. Please like, share, comment, subscribe, hype this video. Thank you all for being here. This has been wonderful. And my mom in the beginning, when I waited until I got home, when I slipped out. Exactly. And here's the thing about slipping out. You know that I, uh, you that girl that slipped out of New Orleans and end up unalived, like that just would scare me to the abyss. I never had that problem, and thank God. I don't know what I would do. But I want to thank y'all for being here tonight. This has been a great conversation, and we'll probably go live tomorrow. Love you, Nicole. Thank you. I love y'all. You know I love y'all to pieces. Y'all have a good night. Y'all sleep well. Mm. Y'all have a good one.